everything should be up. Alrighty. Say something again, JC.
We go live if we're not already live.
I just flipped it over. We are live.
I got a question about an individual. Now,
shit.
this is not his fault.
Okay.
He's got a famous father who just might be the best player in the NBA ever.
What?
I just want to know what's going on with Bronny, bro. Like, I've watched his high school, college. What's going on?
I don't. What do you mean? What's going on, bro?
Seems to be very unproductive. I mean, look, everybody has the rookie slump. Everybody, the crowd is huge. Everybody's coming to watch him. The press conferences, the photo ops. It's just, I mean, he's a kid still. I would say he's a kid, but he's an adult. But he's a kid still. I'm just trying to figure out why he's bad.
He was
not like LeBron James. I'm not saying be like your dad, but like,
I mean,
he wouldn't be on the floor any other team.
I mean, he was the 2 picks from the very last pick in the draft.
Yeah, I understand that.
I don't. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do. When you're picked that low, you're gonna be in the G League for at least a season or 2, strictly there. That's all.
You think he's going to the G League?
Yes, they already said he's going. They said that as soon as he drafted him.
I mean, he's going to be the G League, but there are players who played in G League and are in the NBA also.
Yeah, I mean, he has a roster spot on the team. He's not a 2-way. But
how do you have a roster spot on a team?
How does he have a roster spot? Because when they drafted him, they gave him a roster spot.
Is that earned?
Is it earned for him to have a roster spot?
Hmm?
Is it earned for your honest brother to have a roster spot?
No.
Okay.
No. Hold on.
That's kind of that's my point.
No. I wasn't asking that to be like, oh, he doesn't deserve it. No, Bronny deserves it. Like, if you're LeBron James' son, right, and you are still able to have your own name in high school and college, even though he had the heart thing, but still, I mean, he's at least as good as some people in the NBA. I mean, I would say he deserves it. I was just joking around, but I think he deserves a roster spot. For merchandising alone.
Okay.
I mean, how many people gonna be out there? How many points did he score? Like 6?
What, in preseason?
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
I am disappointed.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're disappointed.
I know how much you like the Lakers. I'm disappointed, honestly.
What are you disappointed by?
You don't even know. This is the biggest story in sports.
You're disappointed that he's not good. He's not that good. I'm trying to figure it out.
You just don't know the stat lines. I just don't know what's going on.
Man, look.
I know it's preseason, but
it's preseason, bro. Once the season starts,
went like
I'm here.
0-14. Like,
no, he's made baskets. He's made buckets. He didn't go for 94.
Is it just like a grown man thing? Like, okay, these players have been playing for money, and I've had money my entire life, so maybe it's just one of those things.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, like, it's different when you're in college. You're playing, well, before NIL started, you're playing for the love of the game or whatever. Then you get in the NFL. These people, this is their job. Like, nah, they work out every day. They eat right. This is their job. Like, Bronny James ain't never had to worry about no money.
Are you? Let me get this straight. Are you implying, sir, that he's in the NBA and that he doesn't necessarily want to be in the NBA?
Oh, no. He wants to be in the NBA 100%, and he has worked. He has worked.
So what
to
are
be
you
in the NBA.
implying?
I'm just saying that it's a shell shock. I mean, what is he 6'3"?
6'2", 6'3", 6'3" on a good day, but I think he's really 6'2".
He's an inch taller than me, bro. Like, there's not very many 6'1", 6'2" people in the NBA. And if they are in the NBA, they are exceptional. And I'm not saying he can't be. I'm just saying that he needs to, like, whatever the shell shock is, whatever maybe just every roster is 6'8", and he's kind of getting used to it. I mean, he has some open looks.
I mean, everybody has open looks, though. You know, everybody has open looks, and everybody misses open looks. Did you see Alexander Sarr?
What you mean? I mean, he did okay. What you mean? Why you even bring him up?
That's a prime example of somebody who's not living up to said draft style.
Hold on.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it. That's a prime example of somebody who was drafted a little bit too high, who probably should have been drafted a little bit lower. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there.
Maybe you're right, but Ben Simmons had a good game. So if he can have a good game, everybody can have a good game.
As soon as the season start, he gonna hurt his back and then he gonna be out again. So I wouldn't even count that.
I just want to see him shoot another three. I saw him shoot a three on the TikTok, and I was like, "Whoa!"
He always made it too. Yeah, he always shoot threes in practice, and then when the game time, he
no, it was a game. It was a game. It was one game.
One game.
Looking wide open, like Angel Reese. He hit one.
Hey man, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Not Angel Reese. I don't want to get into that. I'm mad about that.
Anyway, welcome to the NBA podcast, people. I know you came here for solo leveling, but you've been fooled. It's actually the NBA podcast, to where we talk about all things NBA, Bronny James, Angel Reese, and Ben Simmons. Hope you sit back, enjoy, and
two experts of the NBA.
With two NBA experts. So, new thing we're starting on the channel. It's going to be real interesting. And if you really believe that's what this is what this actually is, then I don't know what to tell you. But we're here for solo, man. We're here for solo. What's going on, JC, man? Have you, first of all, you read the chapter? You like the chapters?
Yes. See, the funny thing is that I read, what was it? We're at 24, so I read 22, and thought I read 23. Guess what? I didn't.
Okay.
And then I read 24, and I was like, something don't seem right. So I went back and read it. So yeah, I'm caught up.
Okay.
Just got home from work. Still got the work shirt on. So after today, the camera will be on.
Okay.
Just I just hadn't had time to. Change clothes. The kid is crying. Dad stuff. I never thought I'd say that before, but Hey
man, it'll come to everybody eventually, maybe. But all right,
you expecting?
No. But we got a good bit of stuff to talk about for solo today. We got 4 chapters to discuss. I think. Yeah, we got 4 chapters to discuss, man. Even though the first 2. Nothing really happened, so I don't think we really have a lot to discuss in the first 2. It's really the last 2 we got a good bit to discuss.
You don't like Jinwoo? You just don't like him?
No, I mean Jinwoo was cool and everything, but I mean it was just one of those happy, togetherness, somber chapters.
Right.
It's nothing like. Yeah, so maybe Jinwoo is actually gonna help Suho, clear these dungeons or something. It's nothing like
the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nothing to where we can really hang our hats on and be like, yes, yeah, Jinwoo about to get busy. Nah, he not here for that. So, but I guess we can go ahead and get into it, man. Like I said, it's really not gonna be much to discuss with Jinwoo, but some decent things. So first off, I guess what chapter was that? 21. Did he go see Jinwoo in 21?
That was the end of it, and 22, because 21 is when he had the idea, and 22 is when he went there with the business proposition.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so there was something in 21. I had to look at notes. So there was something in 21.
You got notes?
I'm trying to be better. My notes is looking at the chapter, but I'm trying to be better. Um, so, but there was something in 21. So remember, it was like toward the middle of chapter 21, where they was in the shadow dungeon, and Suho was training, Seal was training, Gray was training, and then Beru was like, "Yo, I'm about to give y'all this presentation. I need y'all to sit down, and I'm gonna let y'all know the business." You remember what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So, one, we know that Lee Min Sung not to be messed with. We do know that. So that's something. At least he's not to be messed with currently. You know.
Yes. Okay.
We can't. Yeah, we can't mess with him. Suho can't touch him because he'll probably get his ass whooped.
Not even probably.
Okay, so he will get his ass whooped. You know, I was just trying to get a man, you know, the benefit of the doubt. You know that he'll put up a semblance of a fight. What do you think? Yeah, no, maybe.
Oh no, not even close. What? No. I mean, even with the power ups, we're barely at B rank. It wasn't even close.
I mean, a B rank can put up a semblance of a fight, maybe.
Beru said he was barely, like, he just scratching the surface of B rank.
Yeah, and that's with Gray's power boost. So
yes,
okay,
exactly.
But we did find out some interesting information. Gray is D rank, which was interesting. Seal is C rank, which is also interesting. Which also makes me wonder if we're going backwards just a little bit to the demons we just fought. She got beat down, and she's C rank. Now we can chalk that up to her already being injured, and maybe that played a role, or we can just chalk that up to plot hole. What you rather? What you thinking on that?
I can't call it a plot hole because of the next chapters that we read, but at the same time, so Suho is C rank, right?
Correct.
C rank, power up, B rank.
As of chapter 21, we're currently discussing people. Yes.
Okay, so but Beru has made it very clear that the vastness between, you know, one C rank or another C rank or B rank, you know, or E rank, like the power levels, if you will, could be very spread apart. Just because you're one C rank doesn't mean you could be another one. Yeah, well, I mean, I get it. You know, it's a little, it's not a retcon because it's not really. I don't think it was that egregious to call it a retcon, but you know what? I'll take it.
Okay, we're gonna go with it. All right, we're gonna go with it. So we also learned that with obviously Gray and Suho combined, he barely surpasses B rank.
After Planet, sorry, I'm old.
Okay. So we also got a little more of clarification. He said it usually take 10 D ranks to beat 1 C rank. So, and then to the, so I guess that makes sense. I still don't like how they kind of did a couple of, as far as the power scaling, because
I don't see it.
Just the demons part. Even though it's probably really nothing. It was probably just supposed to be like a cool chapter showing off, you know, Suho's powers and everything. But I don't know. It just.
Do you think it was needed? Like the somewhat. I don't want to call it lazy. It's just the quick power scaling. Like, okay, this is kind of what you could think of. Like, it takes 10 times the amount of people to beat the next rank, and depending on how strong that person is, could be more.
Probably. I just wish it was kind of just, you know, I don't know. I guess because we're looking at it from power scaling aspects, and we just kind of wanted to make sense.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my issue with it is, well, I can't say issue, is that Beru is here to explain the things that the original Solo would have taken time to, explain maybe. He's kind of like, hell, here's the fast pass version of, what's really going on.
Right, right.
So I feel like that's his role. It's like, hey, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to show up every now and then with a cool scene, but I'm just gonna be explaining things. Ain't nothing wrong with that, really. To be honest with you, it's just the fact that like, Beru has been reduced to this.
Yeah.
Kind of, the comedic version, and I'll kill you. You make fun of me because I'm chibi Beru, like.
Not cheapy Beru.
It's cool. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Just calling it what it is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it is, man. But I mean, other than that, chapter 21 didn't really have much to it. And if we go to chapter 22, that was just him and Jinwoo, and it was a nice moment to have. It was nice to see Jinwoo. I will say, as far as that chapter goes, I think Suho did a little too much unnecessarily.
You think so?
I don't think that man really had to go in there with a whole PowerPoint presentation with some pie charts and line graphs and be like, this is why you should help me. I don't think all that was necessary.
I thought it was necessary.
I didn't think it was necessary. It's like, bro,
if you're going to your I don't even know what Korean money is. What it's called. One. But anyways, so just like he's super rich, and you apparently haven't really kept in that close contact with him. And you might check in every now and then, but apparently he hasn't checked in a while. So you can go up to the building with some up of a nepotism, atmosphere, and say, hey, help me because I said so. No, give me the PowerPoint, show me that you real, and then we can talk business. I mean, I think it's respect, honestly.
I can see that. I can see it from that point. I still think it was a little overboard, personally. I do see that. You're trying to respect his time and you want to, show him that you're serious and everything. I get that point. But also at the same time, it's like, I don't think you really had to do all that. I'm gonna be honest. I think you could have came with him with the idea of what you had, the reasoning why, and that could have been it. And y'all could have talked it.
Are you sure about that?
I think you could have talked it out from there. I don't think you really needed the pie charts.
How are you? How are you going to explain I'm a D rank and I want to go into dungeons by myself?
Look. Okay. Well, see, I would explain it like, look, show my shadows. Prime example. That's numero uno. I show the shadows. Number two,
the 5 that he has.
Well, he has Brokey. Brokey. I don't even know what rank Brokey is. I can't even say Brokey's like a high rank shadow.
Gone, isn't he?
No, he still has Brokey.
I thought it couldn't be happening like a day or two.
Bro, I think that's just plot armor. I think that's plot hole, fam.
Because we haven't seen Brokey since like.
I promise you, watch Brokey gonna come back out.
He can keep the shadows for a couple days, then they're gone because of intelligence stat. He can get more orcs because he goes back into that realm and gets more orcs, but the Brokey gone.
I got $5 Brokey gonna show up.
He better not.
I promise you. I promise you Brokey is gonna show up.
Oh my god, there's no way.
I promise you Brokey is gonna show up. Brokey is not gone.
He gotta be gone. That's how the rules work.
The rules don't apply anymore. We really need to sit back and just throw the rules away because I promise you the rules don't apply. Brokey is
only keep shadows for a couple days. I thought.
That's what it was supposed to be, But I guarantee
What shadow has he kept besides
the
people
goblins.
that he made companions?
The goblins?
He kills goblins every day. It's his daily quest.
Exactly, and I
So
promise
he gets
you,
more shadows.
I promise
There's
you,
not the
Brokey
same
is gonna.
goblins.
I promise you,
Nah,
Brokey is gonna.
nah.
Those are the
Brokey
same
gone, bro.
goblins. Those are
Nah,
yes, they are, bro.
I mean, they're goblins that are regenerated every day for a daily quest.
Okay, so let's just say let's cut the grape. Let's cut the apple in half. Okay.
You said the grapes. You cut grapes in half.
I mean, you can cut grapes in
frozen?
half. I mean, they can be frozen grapes.
Yes.
They can be frozen. But okay, so let's cut the apple in half. These are brand new goblins that get generated every day. And somehow Brokey is gonna remain and come out when it's time.
Nah, Brokey ain't coming back, bro.
Watch.
But why?
Watch.
Like you.
Watch.
Okay,
Bro. They didn't make this man bring Brokey back as a shadow for Brokey to be gone in 24 hours. I promise you that Brokey is here to stay.
We're at the beginning of the story. Brokey's gone.
Brokey is not gone. I promise you. I know full damn well Brokey ain't gone, bro. I know it.
He's not.
I know it in here. I know it in here.
Man.
I know it. I feel it. I'm like, these rules that they've given us does not apply. It really doesn't.
I'm gonna tell you in the comments down below.
I don't believe it.
Comments down below. If Brokey can be here for some reason, explain it to me. JD might not read it. I'm going back to read it. Let me tell you the most egregious thing. I get all that.
Okay, what's the most egregious?
So we just got a key that can unlock all the memories. So you just mean to tell me we went through all that just for him to have a key to be like, hey, my presentation didn't work, so let me unlock your memories real quick so I can get this clearance to get this money.
See what I'm saying, bro? I mean, granted, at least they gave a reasoning to why Beru had the key. They gave that, like, I think it was like in chapter 20.
Let me give you the cheat code.
I think in chapter 20 they showed Beru having that key, so
yeah,
at least it wasn't just like, oh, let me pull a key out my ass type shit.
He had the key. I know what the key was for. When they showed what the key was for, I was like, so we just go home, just give it to him.
Yep, unlock his memories, make him cry, and we get what we want going forward.
Suho just like a real nepo baby.
You really hate this man being a nepo baby.
No. I'm just saying, like we just. I mean, look. Don't get me wrong. He's going to have to go through his own stuff eventually. But they're like, we're not going to explain anything that happened. Really, in the first series, we're just going to just get a little fast pass. Get just school him up a little bit.
Get a little fast pass, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. We're just gonna give you the key and just unlock the memory, so we don't have to answer any questions and get the story moving.
Yeah,
I can't tell you if I liked it. I was like, I mean, it's great. We got the tears in the eyes, and oh yeah, your dad and I went through some. Oh, I didn't go through any battles. I kind of just picked up everything after it was over. But we walked around and talked together.
That is correct.
Just
that is accurate.
I mean, it worked out, and I just want to say it's a little. I'm just gonna go into the dungeons by myself. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But anyways, we're gonna recycle the story just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's fine. It's fine.
Just a tad.
I'm still enjoying it. But it feels a little recycled. It feels a little. Not gonna use the lazy word. It feels a little redundant, but it's fine. That's how I felt about 22. I was like, okay, can we just put a little twist on it? Nothing.
It was a little twist. If you want to take it to where, the company was called Ajin Software, and 2, they were working on a new game project called Solo Leveling, where the weakest hunter grows into the strongest hunter. Well,
that's because Jinwoo is full of himself.
I mean, but that's what Jinwoo was working on, a brand new game.
Jinwoo is full of
I
himself.
mean, not Jinwoo. I mean, Jinwoo. That's what Jinwoo
No,
was
I'm
working
talking
on.
about Jinwoo. Jinwoo is full of himself. He's
Oh
like,
my
hey,
god.
let me just leave a little piece of memory in Jinwoo's, memory bank so make a game about me.
I mean,
somehow he magically just remembered a little bit of that.
hey, I don't know.
Deadbeat Woo.
Not deadbeat Woo, fam. Not deadbeat Woo, fam.
Full of myself, Woo.
This man here.
I'm just joking. Not for real, but still, at the same time, leaving your best friend to make a game about you and not know why.
I mean, that's a fire game, though.
It's still in development.
It's it's in pre-alpha, but it's a fire game, though. Pre-alpha stage, but it's a fire game.
We can only hope.
My back itch. Okay. But so we got all of that good stuff out the way. And then we get the good old strike squad that Jinwoo kidnapped from the nursing home and the critical care unit at the hospital. Bro, I'm like, I remember when Jinwoo went through this. I know it might have had a couple of people had their arm in a sling or something, but everybody else was kind of just playing cards. They was like, they weren't really no real hunters, they was just there,
Bro, I didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, what are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about you.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now. I was like, what?
Yeah. So when I'm looking at these hunters, I'm like, bro, kidnapped these people from the nursing home. He done went to the critical care unit and kidnapped all these people who couldn't pay their hospital bills. You got people with one leg, one arm. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, I mean, granted,
they ain't trying to hide it.
I'm like,
you got to the dungeon when all these people when they still alive.
Dog, I'm look, I'm looking at the panel now. You got one dude missing an arm. You got another dude. He look like he an alcoholic. You got this girl, her arm in a sling with a cast on. You got the other dude with a cast on his foot with crutches, and you got the other person who missing a whole foot and got a prosthetic. And the other dude, he just look like he just there for a good time. I'm like, we couldn't even try to look like they helped clear the dungeon, like even just a little bit, like just to, play off the thing, like maybe they could have helped clear these dungeons.
Okay. Jinwoo, God's memory is back, right?
That is correct.
And we know who the leader of the Hunter Association is.
Correct.
Exactly. So I mean, a little collusion there.
I mean, it is. However, it's like, man, we could at least try to hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like at least a little bit.
He has his memories back, right?
No, I'm just talking about from like other people, from like the other guilds and just random passerbys and the reporters and all of that stuff. We could at least made it look like something. Like, come on, bro. Let's tell me if you was a reporter, right? You TMZ. You go and look for a scoop, and you see all these broke down, busted ass people sitting by this bench, and you got a gate right by them. You gonna be like, what the hell going on here?
They homeless.
Right by, come on, fam. Right by a gate.
They're
you
homeless.
Dog,
they're homeless by a gate. They're trying to chill. Maybe jump the first one to come out if they can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, TMZ out in every single one of them.
We can't have that storyline because it happened in the original Soul Leveling. But remember the other guild was trying to come in and recruit. See, we can't have it. We can't be recycling no more.
I remember, but that's my whole point. Like, you could at least made it look semi like it was gonna be something, man. Like, just
if we have the original one, they look somewhat like they could, if something popped out, they might be able to help out a little bit.
I mean,
I think they're just going for it. They just say these people are disabled.
yeah, they're disabled veterans. I don't know, man. I'm just like they could have did a little better.
Let me get the money.
I
You
mean,
can do whatever you want.
they getting 4 million won per gate, so I mean it ain't a bad job.
I thought it was 8.
It was 4 mil, 4 mil,
4 million?
4 million won per gate.
Never mind. We good then.
So
I wonder
again,
what that is in American.
So again, I ain't mad at them. Get your money. By all means, get your paper. You know, say somewhere in the Bible, one of them passages, get your money, man, in one of those passages in there. But, you know.
I mean, so we want to round up. It's about $3,000 American per gate.
Yeah, so, you know, I ain't mad at them. I applaud them for getting their paper. But I'm just saying, like, just as if you're trying to keep, like, a low profile and stuff, I mean, like, whatever. Regardless.
Okay.
Whatever. It's whatever. I don't know.
Hold on. So which one, before I cause problems,
okay,
which one did he recognize that the other, gosh, I'm forgetting names right now. Anyways, Dog and Demon Elf, whatever their names are right now.
Dog and Demon Elf? Wait,
yeah,
what? You talking about Gray and the Seal?
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
I lost it. I was done. I was cooked out here.
Oh shit! I can get Gray, but damn, you forgot a Seal too.
A seal is almost, bro. She's, anyways.
Okay, go ahead.
What chapter was it that they realized they could level up?
Chapter 20. Today's chapter. What's that? 24.
Yeah, we'll get there in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, but all right. Chapter 21 and 22. Scale of 1 to 10. What grade you giving them?
I'm not mad at them really. You know, I give them a good 8.5. I'm not mad at them. It was information in there. You know, Geno's back for a little bit. We kind of give him some old soul leveling vibes.
I give it about 8. It was good. It was good. It was a good heartfelt moment. I'm not gonna sit here and say it wasn't a good heartfelt moment because it was. But is it something if I were to reread this again, would I skip past it? I probably would because I'd be like,
oh, of course.
But think now with me saying that, I don't know if I would even give it an 8 because I'm like, if I'm gonna skip past it, was it really that good of a read? But then I guess if I'm just being prisoner of the moment, it was. So
you gotta be, because the first Transformers, it was great until you rewatched it.
I mean, the first Transformer was still good. It was. Look, I liked the first 3 Transformers, and then once they kicked Shia LaBeouf off,
for what reason? No, he was going crazy back then, wasn't he?
Probably. I don't remember exactly the reason, but really, the first 2 Transformers was great. The third one, when Megan Fox left and they brought in old girl, that was like, but as far as the action and stuff and the storyline of it, it was great. But the girl didn't really add nothing. She was just there just to be there. She was just sucking up air, getting a check. Everybody else was cool though. And then when Mark Wahlberg came, that shit was ass. Man,
okay.
They were ass.
Yeah,
it sucked.
I could watch them every now and then. Like, oh, okay, all right.
I don't even watch them. I just go get away from it. But regardless of the point, I might just skip over chapter 21 and 22. Well, mainly 22. Might just skip over. I don't know. But I'll be present at the moment for now. All right, chapter 23 though. Your boy, your favorite character, Lee Min-sung. That boy came in like a wrecking ball up in this little apartment thinking he hot shit. which
He kind of is though. Let's be honest.
Is he though?
Yes, he is.
I don't know, bro. The end of chapter 23.
Just because you can, just because you take over a few regular humans, don't mean he might have got jumped. But
come on, bro. I don't think Lee Min Sung could have messed with the little apostle boy.
I think he could.
I don't.
You ain't gonna show me like, oh, I'm gonna jump you. Like, hey, could they get here faster than this knife can get here? Like, if I kill you, I don't know. Let's try.
You see, he didn't try though.
Yeah.
That man said, you know what? I was just kidding. He
ain't about it though. He ain't about that life.
That man was. Look, the fact. My whole thing is that. Okay, so he was this great child prodigy, right? Great child actor, or whatever the case may be. Turned into a greater actor, or whatever the case may be, as he got older. And he was always, top of the food chain as far as like people praising him and all of this other stuff. And his whole life just went to hell because his driver became an S rank. Shallow as hell.
Social media.
Not social media. But I'm just saying, bro, I'm like, okay, you're A rank, you're on top of the world. Your driver became a S rank. And he asks you, hey, you can come work for me in my guild. Granted, I can understand how that, might hurt your ego. I ain't gonna sit here and say I don't get why, he a little perturbed by that. However, I'm pretty sure somewhere in the people you done ran across, the people you done kind of poo-pooed on and all this stuff, I'm pretty sure one of them became either A rank or S rank along with his driver. And I'm like, your whole deal is mainly with your driver. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you had a maid or former butler or something. That I'm not saying they became.
The whole point was it was in the news, and the A rank person all of a sudden his driver gets BS rank, and that was the whole thing, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I'm pretty sure he had other people, that became A rank or a higher rank. I'm just saying, I understand it was his driver because his driver was the one that was currently employed by him and the one he was around majority of the time. But I'm saying, like, other people who, may no longer be employed in him or in his circle that was once in his circle. That's why I'm like, I'm pretty sure you done had other people who didn't awaken that are probably either the same rank as you or higher. You're just mainly pissed off about your driver.
Because he is an S rank. If somebody awakens at the same, level that I am, I mean, that's cool, but they still aren't popular.
But there are levels. There are levels to these, as we know, there are levels to these A ranks and these S ranks. They are not created equal.
But can they tell though?
They can tell when they start throwing hands, but
I mean, but I'm just talking about. Of course,
they start throwing them.
Like at the Hunter Association when they, get their levels. Like, can they tell? Like, oh, this person's at a 1A. This person's at a 6A. Like,
No, I mean, based on everything we've come to learn so far, I would say no.
I mean, it's just S ranks are celebrities.
That is correct.
Just in general. So if you're a celebrity yourself and you're getting all this attention, and your driver just so happens to be an S rank, of course I'm not sure why it hurt his stature that much.
Right. I mean, like I said, I get it will hurt your pride a little bit, especially when he said, you can come work for me. But I'm like, I don't, hey man, I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's his storyline was always going to be someone outshining him. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Jinwoo did it first. And then, driver did it second. I mean, that's just It's just a lot in life, no matter which universe it is, no matter which timeline or which dimension, whatever. That's who he's gonna be. He doesn't know that. I just didn't think he'd turn into a drug dealer. But I mean,
Hey man, he's
hey,
saying
times is rough.
times is rough. Sometimes you gotta turn to the streets. You gotta turn to the streets. Start selling, man. Get your corner boys, sit them on out there while you in the kitchen cooking and counting money. Gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But the man walked to his apartment though, and was greeted by what was it, like 8 demons or whatever, or 8. I don't know if they were demons or they was just like people who the little apostle boy, took over. I'm not sure on that front.
Nah, because it says when I read it said that he brainwashed them.
Mm-hmm.
So and they actually broke out of the brainwashing once he let him go.
No, I'm talking about like once Lehman's son went into the apartment. It was like, I want to say it was like maybe 8 of them there just looking at him when he walked in.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
He wasn't scared then though.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I don't know if they were demons or they were just being brain controlled.
They gotta be. Look at them. The red aura. They gotta be something. Maybe they aren't. Maybe just regular humans. But
yeah, I'm assuming maybe the red aura is just kind of to signify that either 1, they were demons, or 2, they was already being controlled. That was just kind of to signify, what was going on.
right.
So that's what I can assume. But
So what are we gonna be thinking about? They've already talked about the travel between dimensions and all kind of stuff, and you can't be too strong. It'll take you long to get here. So basically, my boy split his into a whole bunch of pieces.
yep, five
slowly.
Not that's sorry to cut you off, but that's what I want to ask you.
Fine.
So we saw the little orb or whatever that kind of
It was 5 pieces.
So okay, now what I want to know, and it could just be I'm looking too much into it. Now, was it exactly 5 pieces, or those little bitty fragments that was also shown do those kind of pieces as well?
Yeah, I don't know, because he made it sound like there wasn't. Either there are a lot of pieces, and once he gets them all together, he's gonna be immensely powerful, whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're just a couple more pieces, and the next piece is gonna be the strength portion.
Mm-hmm.
And he's apparently gonna be stronger than the S rank.
Yeah. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, was it indeed 5, or is it more pieces, like the little smaller pieces that you still have to get? But he also said that the more pieces he get, he's gonna grow. So tomorrow he might not be a kid; he might be a teenager or something. If he gets these other pieces, there wasn't an indication on how he's going to obtain these pieces. But
you just come to him like eventually, or that's what I'm saying. Like the first time we saw him, he was the baby.
Right, it was the baby.
Yeah, so I'm not sure which piece he got next. Maybe it was the intellect or whatever. Now he's a kid. Next one he's gonna be stronger than an S rank. But he's not stronger than S rank now. Apparently he's able to control people, but how strong could they be?
Now, this isn't even an apostle, correct? This is one of the outer world gods, correct?
No, I thought this was an apostle.
Because the reason why I said that is because he said in order for him to come down, he had to split himself up and he had to start over as a baby.
Right.
Because he was too strong to come through the dimensional transfer.
Okay.
So the apostles, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they say the apostles were kind of like people who were kind of like how the nation ranks were? They were given power.
I don't remember that. I just remember
But this,
because you got you trying to say he's an interim?
that's what I'm saying. I think he's actually an interim because looking at it again, it was like, yeah, uh, outer world. He's an outer worlder, and in order to come, he had to break himself off because of the transfer, and his powers was too great, so he had to start as a baby. And as more fragments and pieces he get, he's gonna grow more powerful.
I mean, that's the same thing as saying like Beru is as strong as the interim because he basically did the same thing.
Yeah.
Not really break himself apart, but coming into that little chibi form he's in.
So
I could have swore they said he was an apostle. Maybe a couple chapters ago.
What could be the thing is it could be different translations. That could be a thing. So let me check. Let me check. See if I can. Okay, so
he was an apostle, and then
so on Asura, it says outer worlder. On Reaper, he just calls him an alien, so that doesn't really tell me shit. Doesn't tell me nothing. Okay, so in order to solve the problem of dimensional travel through outer space, my immensely powerful main form fragmented his strength and personality and thus sent each of those fragments to this world. The first fragment of them to arrive was the weakest one, myself as an infantile state or baby. And when the second fragment arrived, it fused with me, resulting in my current self. And okay. So I get
because the reason why I'm assuming that is because when they talk about the apostles, they had them all in a frame, and he was the baby. That's why I assume he was an apostle.
Now, I assumed he was an apostle as well, but now I'm thinking that he's actually an interim.
Okay, so that's the thing about it. Look, it's just not about power scaling. It's just about like is it the interim or the final boss, if you want to put it that way. Right. That's what Jinwoo was fighting. So are you gonna have this kid start out at the beginning of the story and then somehow Suho wins against an interim this early?
Well, no, I don't think he's ever gonna. I don't think he's gonna fight this being kid, whatever the hell you want to call him. I don't think he's gonna fight him until like a long time down the line. Because
I don't know how you're gonna.
I mean, it's technically simple. You have demons you can throw at him. You have mind control people you can throw at Suho. Suho still has to get at least an A rank to even go after Lee Min Sung. So
that's what I'm saying, but that's coming real quick.
And actually, we're gonna get to that as well in chapter 24. But I'm thinking, technically, the star powder Lee Min Sung can take, and it would technically boost him to an S rank, because in chapter 23, he said, "Yeah, we got the star powder now, and even you can use it." Or he said,
the pure form you can use it.
Yeah, so technically,
he said you can water it down. This is some real who is this? I just want to know who's making this. Where'd he grow up? Come on now, you really just
hey man,
just say, hey, we're gonna take crack in our world and just kind of break it down and put it into the supernatural.
That is correct.
This is the pure form.
This is it.
You can water it down a little bit, throw a little baking soda in it, and we can make it last.
That is true.
What?
That is true. That's what I'm saying, man. So technically,
he's gonna do it. Everybody knows he's gonna do it, right?
What?
Take it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take it. Which will make him an S.
He said.
Which would make him an S rank. Then Suho would technically lose. However, if Suho merges with Gray, maybe that'll put him at an S if like let's say
Depends on
Suho
where he
reaches,
is.
yeah, if Suho reaches A rank to fight Lee Min Sung and Lee Min Sung takes a star powder, and then Suho fused with Gray, that would maybe put him at an S, but it would still be highly difficult. But
We still got the 24 to talk about.
yeah,
But that's gonna be the deciding factor.
yeah, but I will say that was a great flex in power. Like you pretty much mind controlled everybody in the entire apartment building and surrounding area, and he was like, "I dare you to try some shit, cause I promise you it ain't gonna work." And Lee Min Sung was like, "Yo, I'm just kidding, bro. I ain't." He like, I ain't really trying to mess with you like that. We good."
How strong could the mind control people be? Unless they're hunters, like I don't care. Like do what you gotta do. Like
that is true. We don't know if they're hunters, but two, we know the little demon seed is actually very fucking strong because apparently when he was doing that, his mana went crazy and it scared the shit out of Lee Min Sung. That's why he was like, "Yo, I was just kidding."
I guess we'll let him have it. I mean, it's so early. I mean, kind of hard to tell. Maybe once we get a couple more, 10, 20 chapters, and you go back like, okay, this is what this was.
Not 10, 20 chapters.
Hopefully, I want to be optimistic. I want to find out soon.
Yeah, so it is interesting, but I don't know unless I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see because I don't necessarily know exactly. I'm sure some of them may be hunters, but not all of them. I'm pretty sure some of them just like regular people. But apparently, based off of what Lee Min Sung said, he said like, "I was just testing you to see if you could really kill an S rank or not."
Yeah.
So that would imply that he can indeed kill an S rank.
I mean, we're talking about S ranks for basically nation levels, for the most part. But, I mean, there were some out there that were not, of course, but I mean, this was the pinnacle of strength. Like S ranks were it in the last series. So,
well, until you reach the nation levels.
Well, nation levels were S ranks, but they were just.
There was a different level of S ranks though.
I mean, but how many more did we really see? The Cha was an S rank.
I mean, what you talking about? Like S ranks that was that could be the nation rank, or you just talking about?
No, just S ranks in general.
I mean, we saw a lot of S ranks, but it was a difference between regular S ranks and like a nation level S rank.
I mean, I don't think we saw that many.
Yeah, we saw the ones from Japan. We saw your boy from China. We saw, of course, the S ranks we had in Korea. You saw that. Well, the dude in China, that was a nation level.
Right.
I guess when Jinwoo went to Japan, they had the meeting and everything. Was all of them S rank? I can't remember.
They lost a lot of S ranks, but
no, I'm talking about. Remember when they went to that meeting for Japan and they put Jinwoo's dad on the screen? It was like, yeah, this dude a traitor.
I don't think they're all S ranks. No.
Okay, I can't remember if they was all S ranks or not. But let's just say for the sake of argument, half of them were S ranks. Let's just say for the sake of argument. So we had a lot of S ranks that were showed. However, it wasn't many. It was only like 6 or 9 nation levels. So, I mean,
I can't even.
I can't remember offhand, but
I can't remember which ones they showed, which ones they didn't.
I know they showed. Obviously, you got your favorite Thomas Andre, your boy, your favorite character.
Yeah, but didn't Miss Selner just?
I mean,
basically unlock that potential.
Yeah, Miss Selner. Well, Yeah, yeah. I had to go back and read to see how many exactly,
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah.
but the general gist of it is the little demon kid can kill an S rank. That's at least that's the what we got out of it.
Yeah.
So
He
even if
doesn't even have his power yet.
right, so that's why I said it has to be like an interim, bro. Because even if Suho would go after the kid now, Suho would get bodied.
I'm just
Suho
saying.
Suho get
You,
becomes A rank. Suho would get bodied.
are you saying that it has to be the interim because of what we've seen in the last series, or are you saying that
I'm just
because
saying.
I mean,
I'm just saying based off the information that we got. That we got. I could be totally wrong. Could be. I reserve the right to be wrong. I'm just saying, based on the information we got, that's what I'm thinking.
you'll be right.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that is indeed one of the interim, and he is just gathering strength right now, pretty much. Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. But then, chapter 24. I will say I had a slight, and I can't even say it was a slight issue with chapter 24. But I mean, okay, but let's get to it. So we found out a couple of things. Also at the end of chapter 3, I guess a little throwback moment. Suho was fighting the same snake that Jinwoo fought early on. Yeah, the same squeeze. I guess that was a little, treat for the long-term fans or whatever the case.
Right.
Killed him the same way, and then he gets the daggers with the paralysis and stuff. Same exact thing. I will say Jinwoo was very lazy on this system. I just want to go like you just letting the boy do the same shit. But okay, I digress. And then chapter 24 comes and he's fighting a spider. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure the spiders look different, but it's pretty much the same exact shit.
Yep, basically, yeah.
Yeah, but I digress on that one too. Pretty much the same exact spider. Yes, it probably look a little different, but at the end of the day, it's same exact fucking spider. And the same shit pretty much happened on this one. The poison didn't work on it and stuff. I mean, Suho killed it a different way, but
Still hit it really hard.
yeah, pretty much. No diddy. Hit it pretty hard and everything. But he is getting better with ruler's authority, which is another good thing.
I mean, he did use it a different way. Instead of using it to move things, he just used it to punch things.
That's true.
Also, I give him that much.
True. We also found out that he's on level 28 currently as well. And I'm pretty sure Beru said he's high B rank.
I know he said he's B rank, but I don't know if he said he was high B rank or not.
I want to say he was high. I want to say Beru said he was high B rank. Let me look and see just to make sure. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. That
went too far. I was looking at myself, but I went too far. Grown enough to be seeing it myself. So he beat it here. Where are you, bro?
Okay, he said Suho has gotten closer to becoming a B rank, so he's still C rank.
Yeah, which is shocking, but you know what? I guess that goes to the fastness,
right?
Of how big the levels actually are.
Right, that is true.
So we have seen that not only is you know, Suho
Mm-hmm.
growing in levels,
Mm-hmm.
his companions are also growing in levels.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think about that?
So, my question is,
Mm-hmm.
can you call this soul leveling? Just in concept, it's soul leveling Ragnarok. I mean, I get it,
Uh,
but you're not soul leveling anymore. You're literally, I mean, just if you want to decide to fight somebody by yourself, you can do that. But he's like, nah, y'all need to get stronger with me. I'm gonna give you guys a couple, throw a couple bones. You guys can go in these dungeons with me and just kind of get level up with me.
okay, he's not solo leveling anymore. This is team leveling.
Yeah, Jinwoo had the shadows, but they were literally just, I mean, not, I mean, they were, I
Well,
wouldn't
no,
really
no,
call it
no, no,
leveling.
no, because no, I don't think they ever said the shadows leveled up.
I mean, they
I
went
mean,
from
they leveled up as
general to,
yeah, they leveled
to,
up that way, but they didn't have like actual
no, they didn't have levels, no.
yeah actual
I'm just saying,
levels.
but they got stronger, but I mean, they were just literally a part of his ability.
That's true. That's true.
They aren't a part of his ability. They live in, they're his partners.
Well, technically, they are a part of his ability. His ability,
He can summon them from that space, yes.
but he can also fuse with them. So technically, that would be a part of his ability.
He can fuse with them, but I don't
So,
know.
so maybe now
They aren't like,
now this is a long shot as far as head canon going. It's still solo leveling because technically, if he's using Asil and all of the descendants as an ability as far as fusing with them and using powers from them. So technically, you can still say it's solo leveling because
yeah.
they're using
Gray
them more
is
as abilities and not as actual people. Even though we know Asil is actual, well, not person, but she's a. You get the general gist of where I'm trying to go with this. So technically, it could still be called solo leveling.
Gray is more of an ability because he's gonna do whatever Suho says. Like, she's not gonna say no. Asil's not gonna say no, but she can be like, no thanks. I mean, like,
True. She's not
she
gonna
didn't
say
even really
no, but
agree to like being a companion. He was like, the pop up window came up. He was like, yeah, sure.
mm-hmm.
She didn't even really agree to that.
That is true.
I mean, she just in allegiance with his dad and be like, okay, I'll help you out too. That's the thing about. I mean, like, is it soul leveling still? Yeah, of course. They're not gonna, put too much emphasis on the side characters, and they will be more of, just abilities they can use.
Mm-hmm.
But it just feels a little. They got to make it different. They just can't have a copy of soul leveling. So yes, you will have people level with you, but it just goes against the whole title, goes against the whole purpose of I'm doing this on my own.
Yeah, pretty much.
With my abilities. But that's fine. It's not world breaking.
Mm-hmm.
It's just makes you ask the question of like, all right, I mean, if we're going at this pace where we have an A rank,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a person that is possibly able to defeat S ranks, and he don't have a strength yet, you're going to need people to be stronger with you. Because right now he's not growing. He's growing at a fast pace,
Mm-hmm.
but he's getting close to B rank and not B rank yet. So he's grown 8 levels and still not B rank. So you're gonna need people to be somewhat as strong as you are, or getting close to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And maybe that's their solution to that, because I feel like they want to up the scale from S ranks, nation levels, or whatever. They want to kind of make it bigger than what soul leveling was.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I would hope.
With that's all we can do at this point is hope. That's all we can do. All right, so I guess what the end of 24. Now I'm gonna ask you this on the end of 24. They went back to the shadow dungeon, and they were gonna take a break. They went back to the shadow dungeon. A red gate appeared. They went into the red gate. They ended up in Egypt, and they saw two guilds: the Scavenger Guild, and I think the other one was the Osira Guild or whatever. And they were getting ready to throw down, and Scavenger Guild was like, "Yeah, this our shit now. Get to stepping." Suho comes in, is like, "Yeah, where the hell are we? Blah blah blah." Now, with this little part, is it just me, or does it feel like we skipped over something? Because I was reading this, I'm like, okay, we're done. We see a gate, we go through the gate, we end up at this other place, and I'm like, for some strange reason, it feels like we literally just skipped something. Like it felt like the way it was kind of set up was like it wasn't supposed to be set up like this from this part to the next part. I could be tripping.
I know. I assumed this is something that the system did because it's not. There are other, guilds already there. Did it manufacture something too strong, and then now Suho has to go and defeat it because he's trying to break through plateaus of strength, and we know that the red gate's supposed to be stronger than normal.
True.
So, but it was kind of weird that the other two guilds are already there.
Right.
So he's actually going to a gate that's already open, if that makes sense. Like they went into it and it was not a red gate.
Right.
But Suho's gate is red.
Right.
So somehow this gate got stronger and they didn't know it. Like before, I mean, the gate before in the original series wasn't red to begin with, then it turned red. The Suho's gate was already red, and the two guilds that are in there don't know.
That is true. But the reason why I say that because what's up, Quentin? By the way, but the reason why I asked that because it felt like when how like we're watching let's say we're watching anime or something, and it goes from one part and then it goes to another part, and you like the pacing is horrible. Like you don't know what it is because you're just watching it, but you feel like the pacing is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Prime example, have you seen the Daily Life of Immortal King? Have you ever seen that anime?
I feel like I have.
Okay. Prime example, the pacing in that is god awful.
Okay.
God awful. Like it just jumps all over the place. And you be like, I don't know what is missing. Because like you're anime only and you like, I don't know what is missing. But this pacing, like it feels like something is like they skipped something that should have been in between here and there. Because it kind of like just jumped to a whole kind of another thing. Now I could be tripping. Like I said, I don't read the light novel. So maybe that's just how it goes. But I just feel like something was missed. Because I just get kind of that pacing feeling. Like,
I guess I'm wondering what you think that was missed because
I don't know.
They made it a point to say like, "Hey, we gotta do daily quest real quick."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why they even went there.
Yeah, we do the daily quest and then whoop-de-woo, here we are. But I don't know. I just feel like it was. I don't know. Like I said, I could be tripping. I could just be tripping. Like I said. Maybe this is exactly how it went in the light novel. They went back to do the daily quest and then the red gate appeared and then they went through or whatever the case may be. I could just be tripping.
I mean, maybe not, but at the same time, I mean, it was a little out of the ordinary for me. I'm not sure.
Okay, so you kind of agree it was kind of weird a little bit.
Yeah, it was weird. It's like, oh, all of a sudden, like like for me, I want him to have some difficulty, but then it's like, oh, red gate, but then there are people there already, and you're like, all right, this is not the same red gate. Now I have more questions of what's going on, and I feel like they're trying to jump to the. This is where he has problems. He's been on cruise control for a while, and I feel like they're really trying to jump into. All right, let's have him have some issues and troubles, and I'm not gonna say it's bad or something wrong with it. I'm not gonna say it was a jump. It was a little bit of a leap.
Feel like maybe they're just trying to boost him up really quickly.
Yes, I just don't know why they are, and this is a lot faster than the original. So if you make him A rank, S rank, or whatever, like, I'm not sure what you would classify Jin as, or if you're gonna give us a whole new classification of power. Like, okay, this is what's past S rank. Let me explain it, because Beru has been past S rank. All the generals are. Jinwoo, of course, is. So there's another level of power out there, because we already got an apostle or whatever he is saying he's already past S rank. He ain't got a strength yet. Like, you gotta provide the audience with a little more context of, okay, if you're going to just get rid of S rank, you gotta give us something else. I would think.
I don't know, man. I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to see exactly what's gonna happen at this new gate. Maybe it's another descendant there, I'm assuming, and maybe this new, descendant is gonna help him, get closer to A rank, or give him the ability to be an A rank, even though he himself is not an A rank. Because maybe that's where we're going. Maybe
the system was very vague. It said, "Go defeat whatever is there."
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe that's where we're going. Maybe the only way he's going to defeat these stronger opponents for now is if he gets these descendants, and these descendants get him to the rank he needs to be, rather than him actually being that rank himself.
Right.
Because if he fuses with Gray, and with Gray he's a B rank, and let's say he combines that with using the Seal's power, and so forth and so forth, then maybe that's just how the story is going to go for a while, is that he's going to be gathering these descendants, and their power is what's going to boost him, and to where he's not necessarily going to be S rank or A rank or whatever the case may be, but because of these powers and he's fusing with, that's going to make him strong enough to deal with these foes. For now, at least.
I just think they're moving real fast here.
I mean, Jin moved pretty fast too. Like when we go back and look at it, Jin moved pretty fast too. Like, Jin had the red gate, and then after the red gate, he was A rank. So
okay, you're right.
So
You're right about that.
So I mean, I can't necessarily say they're moving fast for Suho. I think, but however, the red gate was around what, chapter 40?
I want to say it was out there.
Was it around like chapter 40 or so? And we're on chapter 24. I mean, I don't know if this particular red gate is gonna have the same effect on Suho, but if Suho comes out of this as an A rank, then it's like, okay, we moving very fast. And
he's got to at this point. I mean,
I don't think I don't know. I guess it depends what happens in this particular dungeon, because I don't think he has to come out as like a A rank or anything. I mean, I think he can come out as like a high B rank.
But then once he fuses, then
he'll be an A rank once he fuses, because basically Gray just gives him that extra boost. Pretty much, Gray is pretty much like the star powder. You know, he fused with Gray, and Gray gave him like a boost. Boop.
Mm. Yeah. Well, we gotta wait and see. I'm excited to see where it's gonna go, and hopefully it's not disappointment. Let's put it that way.
I mean, from everything we've heard thus far, you know, from the light novel readers telling us that story wise is way better than the original, and everything.
I'll take.
And everything will make sense as it keeps going, which is fine. I'm fine with the keeping a lot of little things hidden here and there, the plots and everything. I'm fine with, but I just wanted to kind of make sense as we go. Like it's fine, like keeping like little stuff hidden in secret, but just make it make sense as it go. Like I don't think we should be struggling so hard on like why is Silas C rank and these demons or in the beginning fighting D rank and 1 C rank who was a healer, and they have to use star powder to raise their rank.
I don't think it's
you know what I'm saying,
profiting anybody for Beru to be like, oh yeah, you're this rank. And you're like, okay, just let people have the mystery of not knowing how strong he is, and let people figure it out. But
I mean the mystery,
the levels are fine, but
I mean him letting us know how strong Suho is fine. But it's just like when you're, just kind of the inconsistencies as far as the power and the shadows and stuff like that and the rules you already kind of set. I was
kind of takes away from the mystery of it. Like Jinwoo, we saw his level, we saw him leveling up, but we didn't know how strong he was until he fought somebody that we thought maybe he can't beat. And you're like, oh, well, no, okay, no, he's definitely at this rank because he just destroyed this person. Like just remember, like when he fought, Tusk.
Mm-hmm.
He came and like you had Cha who was, S rank running in there with a pickaxe, and you're like, okay, maybe Jinwoo could, win this battle. Maybe he can't. We know what level he's at, and then he destroyed him. You're like, okay, that's
solo
that's
dolo.
the kind of intrigue that I want.
Yeah,
but just telling me, oh, he's around B rank or he's C rank, like, okay, then that kind of takes the intrigue away of it. Like he's not gonna fight anybody worth a note until he's A rank, and he's like, okay, then it's more of an even fight, or he's already stronger.
True.
Anyways, still enjoying the story though.
Yes, still enjoying it. But chapter 23 and 24, scale of 1 to 10, what you giving it?
I'm going to take away my biases, and then I'll still give it a 9.
9?
I mean, I liked them.
Okay. Yeah. I can give it an 8.5.
Right.
Chapter 23 to me was a lot better than 24. I think 24 left me with more. I wouldn't even say questions. I would say more confusion a little bit.
Right.
Than questions. But chapter 23, I think that was a real highlight. And I just wish Suho would get rid of this stupid mask, but I know it's not. I know it's not going to get away. I know it's not.
Right.
Unfortunately. All right, but anything you want to say before we head out, my boy?
Nah, I'm good. I got somehow my kid is still not went to sleep after an hour and a half, so I got to figure out what's going on.
You might want to get to that.
Yeah.
Might want to figure that. But that's it for this one, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you guys think about everything that happened in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on chapter 21 and 22, and what's your thoughts on chapters 23 and 24? Like, love, hate it. What do you give each of those two chapters, scale of 1 to 10, or each chapter individually? Do you think the pacing in chapter 24 was a little off? Do you think that in chapter 23 the little kid is a apostle or interim? And did you like the reunion with Jinwoo and how he unlocked his memories and now we have a $1 billion sugar daddy on our hands. I mean, yes, it's uncle, but still, but but still, regardless. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Catch you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.